Hello, everyone. Welcome to September Deep Dive. I'm Zelda Kelly with True Oracle, and I'm happy to bring this to you today. September 2024, I believe, looks to be a quiet month. Get ready for October. Things will be changing, but let's see what's going on for the month of September. Now, this is a collective reading for all signs. It's general. Take what resonates with you, and I appreciate you watching. You never know. Sometimes in these readings, you watch, and then maybe a couple of days later, something just comes to you, and you think, oh my gosh, that's exactly what's going on. So give it a chance. We're asking to give it a chance. And do me a favor, please subscribe and hit that like button for me. That really helps me to continue to bring this content to you for True Oracle. So, without further ado, we're going to be laying a foundation. We're doing a deep dive into September for you. We're doing that with the Thelema Lenormand deck. I love this deck. I know you do too. We read this in pairs. So we're going to lay the base foundation with this. Then we have a tarot, a mini tarot. Then we have another Lenormand deck, which is the Grand Tableau. And then we have my favorite Cartomancy deck. You can see that it's very well used. And so we're going to get some good meanings from this. And we're going to put everything to the side. We're going to clear the decks. And we're going to start with clearing the foundation. And here we go. I hope you are all having a wonderful September so far. Just 3 days into September. And I like to do this after a month gets started, just to give it a little, not so we're not on the cusp. I like to just give a little day or two to get started and then do a reading. It's just something that I've always liked to do. So here we go. First two cards out for the foundation is a book, number 26, and it's the 10 of Diamonds. The Home, number 4, King of Hearts. Number 5, 7 of Hearts, and it's this beautiful big old tree. And taking the last card, it's the Star card. Number 16, the 6 of Hearts. Now we're going to put these to the side and we're going to start reading this foundation for you. This book tells us that for September, you're about to write another chapter. That's where this is coming from. You see how the book is closed? Your little magnifying glasses there. You're going to want to be finding, seeking knowledge, looking for more for you, because I believe that September is going to be this month of we're seeking more for ourselves. The 10 is a very good, successful card, so you're going to be successful in finding that, I'm going to say, additional path that is more creative, more spiritual for you. And of course, for this month, your home is very important. This King of Hearts is also a water element, can be a water sign, gentleman, but it can be the water sign energy. So the number 4, I don't know if you resonate with that, but definitely the home is a priority for this month. Number 5, this beautiful big tree that has this nice waterfall. We've got some nice foliage and bushes and another waterfall. Bottom line is, growth is really important in the month of September. Growth, stability, basically putting down roots. Could that be the home? Number 7 of Hearts is a fulfillment card. Something that wants to be that you want to feel fulfilled when it comes to the home. This is all very, very good foundation starting. The number 16, the Star card, and you see faintly there is the wheel, the zodiac wheel. That's a pretty card, isn't it? 6 of hearts. That is a very good card. So that it really is a beautiful card, isn't it? So now next up, I'm going to lay down, I think I'm going to lay down this tableau Lenormand deck. We're going to see, and believe me, I think we're going to see some things here that, I mean, you can't manipulate these things. And we're going to see some things that basically give us a key for the month of September. What you need to be thinking about, or what you should be, or what you already are. So here we are. So that is the snake, number 7. It's the Queen of Clubs. Now don't get upset about the snake. Okay. 31, the Ace of Diamonds. Wow, you have a lot of royalty here. It's a Queen of Spades and the flowers. We have the Tower. Now this is not the same as the Tower in the tarot. It's the 6 of Spades. We're going to lay out 2 more of these Lenormand cards. Look at the royalty that you all have. Maybe what we need to say is that you are all royalty, and that's just it in a nutshell. But I think this is covering a lot of signs, which is very good because we have earth signs, water signs, and air signs on the board. So that is a good thing. All right. And now we have this clover, which is fantastic. So this is the club, the King of Clubs, with the Queen of Clubs. All right, wonderful. With this, I'm seeing that timing is going to be very important for many of you in the month of September. Many of you, and again, we have, air, we have earth, we have water, and the only thing missing here is the fire signs. But I have an idea that we're going to come up with that in the tarot. So what this is saying is this is a time for you, and I think the reason that these 2 came out, for you to really look at your surroundings in September. Who or what around you is causing you maybe even to fail. Make sure that you whip things into shape and sweep the bad out of your life right now. Something comes to mind by seeing these 2 cards and with this particular card here. This is a sun card. You see the sun in the background, but the bottom line is this is all about a pathway, and it's all about timing. And that's what's so important. And this is surrounded by the home card and by the book. Because right now, it is time for you in September to start this new chapter. I mean, we have 4 months until the end of the year. That's not very long, and a lot is going to happen in the next 4 months, and you've got to be ready for it. Now, I'm not a fearmonger. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying prepare. This is now a time for harvest. You're going to be reaping what you're sowing. But I also want to ask you this. In many times, in many cases, and even in my own personal life in the past, I have had people around me that will not allow me to forget the past. Do you have that? And that's what I want you to think about. Do you have someone in your life, or an acquaintance, a coworker, maybe even a family member, that maybe every time you get together at the holidays or something, that pipes up in front of everyone that can be extremely embarrassing and saying, "Oh, do you remember 5, 10, 15, 25 years ago when you did this and this and this and this? Do you remember that you did that?" Sometimes we have to forgive ourselves so that we're capable of moving on. Because you know what? Those people sometimes will never forget. And I don't know why, but I think that this month now is going to be a healing. So you can't get rid of family. You can't get rid of your friends. But what you can do is say, enough is enough. This healing journey is so important to me. Enough is enough. I've gotten over it. Why can't you? And I think sometimes a lot of us, we have to start sticking up for ourselves. I want you to look in the mirror in this month of September, and I want you to think, many times we do so much for our friends and our family, and we come home and we do nothing for ourselves. Why is that? We need to take care of ourselves first before we can do anything more for anyone else. Because you see, very distinctly, there's a bouquet of flowers here. And I'm going to say this card really means be kind to yourself. Be kind to yourself. Make sure that you're blooming where you're planted. Make sure that you have a very good environment, because if you don't have a good environment for you to function, how are you supposed to be functioning and doing anything for anyone else? We have to take care of ourselves first. Okay, I'm off of that little platform there. But this particular card here can either mean a hospital, or it can mean government, or it can mean the progress that we're making in a particular journey. And that doesn't surprise me since we have the book out. But my question to you is, are you into healing? Because I think that's where this is all. This journey of self-healing, making sure that we are okay going forward, making sure that we have a good environment in our home, making sure that the good environment for us, maybe sometimes we just have to go outside, sit under a tree, and get a little breath of fresh air and recharge our batteries. But for those of you who are in the medical field, and maybe even in the government, maybe you're in the healing industry within the government. Maybe you work for a VA hospital here in the United States. It could be anything worldwide. There's an extra because you've got the stars here. And bottom line is, you're being guided and directed. With this 6 of hearts, you see this? Now, while this 7 of hearts means fulfilled, this 6 of hearts is that there's been many sacrifices made. I believe that you, over the past few months and maybe even years, have made so many sacrifices for others, and maybe not as much for yourself. It's always hard. It makes us feel like we're selfish. Sometimes we should be selfish. I'm convinced of that now. This last card for the Lenormand deck is this beautiful clover. 6 of diamonds, which means a successful pathway. And this, look at this guy. I'm looking over a 4-leaf clover of absolutely blessings, good luck, good things coming your way. Your blessings will be chasing you instead of you chasing your blessings in the month of September. Let's lay out this Cartomancy deck. And let's see what's going on in the Cartomancy deck. We've got all these numbers out. We've got some cards out. I really like this. Okay, so here we go. Look at this, my darlings. The 6. 6 of diamonds. Now, I want you to know something. Well, first of all, you're going to see writing on my cards. I'm going to explain that for a minute. My cards are so old, and I've had these for years. There comes a certain time when, for me, I can feel that my cards really are not doing the job that they should. What I'll do is I'll make little notes on them, and I'll write meanings on them. There's nothing wrong with that. And that helps them to retain that. It's like labeling them. They retain those meanings, and then I see more. One of these days I'll retire this deck. It's not ready yet, but I will. So I just wanted to explain that, what you're going to see there. But one of these things mean, and I love this too, is the 6 of diamonds can mean letters. It can mean a book. It can mean paperwork. It can mean that, are you buying a house? Are you selling a house? Is that the new chapter of your book? Are you renovating? Are you doing any of that? See, that's just, you see how this all comes out and comes together? I'm loving this. All right, so let's carry on now. All right, so here we are. It can also mean telephone calls, so it's communication. Communication is coming to you. The Ten of Spades. Well, look at this, my darlings. We've got another King of Hearts out. Very good. A Seven of Spades. Why did I think we had a Seven of Spades? We've got some sevens on the board. I don't think we do. The Queen of Clubs. We have her out here. You see, right there she is. And next to the seven. Isn't that amazing? The Jack of Spades. The Four of Hearts. And the Eight of Diamonds. Okay, I'm going to move these up a little bit so you can all see these. So what all these playing cards mean is this. Sometimes we have to say no. I know that you're hurt and frustrated from the past, and it can be from a relationship. That you're carrying a lot over and carrying a lot on your shoulders. Maybe what you need to do is anchor your past in the past so you can't bring it forward again. I think that's what your message is for the month of September, is a self-healing journey. Make sure that your idea is around your home, your heart, your family, your friends. You're writing this new chapter starting for the month of September and going on. I don't know if you keep a journal. I keep a journal. I think it's very healing to be able to just write things down. And if you don't practice that, sometimes just the art of holding up a pen and a piece of paper and jotting down your feelings, you would be surprised at how that works. But you see, my darlings, this Seven of Spades is a fear. You have to ask yourself, is there a fear of something that you're facing for the month of September? Are you afraid that you won't sell a house, or are you selling a house? Are you afraid that maybe a relationship is not going to be working out? I want you to know this, my darlings. There's no reason. With this eight of diamonds here, yes, that can be an indecision card, but it also can say it's time for you, and there you go. That softens the negative of this Seven of Spades. This is a success card. This card is telling us that success is right ahead to you. But I'm going to tell you, I think you got a lot of work to do. And these situations, and I think with other people that are in your life that may be even causing you a little bit of issue, it may be a gamble for you to continue on with them. I know how it is to have good friends, and you think, oh, wow, if I do something, if I say something, I'm not going to have any friends anymore. You have to weigh on which hand is better. What gives you the balance in your life? That is the most important thing. This is gambling, and it's not a casino gambling. It can be gambling with situations. But let's do this. Look at this. Don't you love this? Don't you love this? That's timing. And not only is it timing, it means peace. Not only does it mean peace, it means new beginning. It means you have goals, and you have aspirations, and you have dreams. And it really just means follow your heart. I'm going to put out two more of these tarot cards as a final message. Two tarot as a final message, my darling, and there we are. The Queen of Pentacles, which is equal to the Queen of Clubs, by the way. There she is, and there she is. And I love that message. The Queen of Pentacles tells us that there's going to be a healing in your finances, that you're going to feel some relief in the month of September. And this tells me that going into October, you're going to be now so ready and set by your healing and self-care for September that you're just moving on into much calmer seas, and you're facing October. October may be a little rough. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, but you're heading off into a much calmer. You've got an edge, let me say, going into October by taking September and looking after yourself and making sure that everything is in place. So what is the message? Make sure that your environment is good for September. Timing is on your side. Don't fear. Don't worry. We know you've made sacrifices. I know that you're hurt from the past, and it could be from a relationship, it could be family or friends. But whatever the case may be, you are here writing a new chapter in your book so that you can go forward into October knowing that you've done everything that you can and you are prepared for the rest of the year. I want to thank each and every one of you for watching today. I'm loving this. Thank you again. Please let us know how you feel about this reading. And by the way, have you gotten an email reading or a video reading from me? Follow the link in the description and get your video reading with me. I deep dive. All you have to do is ask questions. You fill out a form, you pick which reading you want. It's very easy, and I'll do it and send it back to you within 48 hours. It's something that you need, and don't hesitate. The link is in the description for each and every one of you. And do me a favor before you leave, please like this video and subscribe. That really helps us. And I wish you all the best for September. You'll see me again. You know you will. Take care and much love to you. Bye for now.